Maniacs, I'll get right to it. uh, I hadn't heard anything from Lenny in a couple weeks. But last time I spoke to him, he was in poor health. You know, his ejection fraction was about 20%, he said. He said he had bad brain fog. You know, he was in worse shape. He couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs. So I hadn't heard anything from him, just like you guys hadn't seen alive, or the communication wasn't as frequent as it always was with him. So texted him yesterday because I knew that hurricane was headed through Florida. I know how bad it was going to affect him. And so I sent him a text if he was in. I wanted to see if he was in the direct path of the hurricane. Never heard back. I think he has T-Mobile or Metro PCS like me, so I would get delivered next to the message or a red confirmation. Nothing. So I had Mike T's number and communicated with Mike T. He hadn't heard from him either. So yesterday I called Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office to see if they could do a welfare check. They never got back to me. But Mike T called one of the hospitals when he was in recently, and they couldn't give much information as expected due to HIPAA laws, privacy laws. And they just said that he was released from that hospital, but he confirmed he was there. So Mike T texted me this morning. I was training at the secret layer. He was going to switch cars and head from Broward County up to Lake Worth to check on Lenny. So I got done training. Mike texted me. I called him right back, and Mike T said he's gone. And I said, "What do you mean he's gone?" I said he's passed away. So Big Lenny's gone. He died. I don't know when. I don't have all the details. Sometime within the last week, possibly due to stroke or the heart failure condition. So the guard shack let Mike T know that Lenny had passed. They said the paramedics came in, I don't know, 2-3 days ago, and they were there for him. And Lenny's brother called to do a welfare check, and then Lenny's passed away, guys. That's all I want to tell you. But know this: in his last days, say what you will about the guy. The guy had a good heart, because I was urging him to go to the hospital. He said he was at 20% ejection fraction, chest pain, brain fog. So all the symptoms, like, Lenny, you got to go somewhere now. And he's, the black cat Onyx, he was worried nobody was going to be able to take care of it and feed it. And I understand, you guys know I love cats. So I don't know what, the details other than he's gone and he's passed. So, but he was checking on me because he knew I had no power from Hurricane Helene a couple of weeks ago. But the guy was thinking of me. He was thinking of the cat in his last days. And I'll just leave you guys with that. Say what you will about the guy, but deep down he had a good heart, had his issues, his demons, like we all do. So that's it, guys. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on here. I told Mike T I would do a little live and let everybody know. So, but yeah, it's kind of shocking. You knew the guy was in bad health, but it's like when my mom passed and the guy came in from the funeral home. He's like, it's coming, but you're never ready for it. And that's true. So I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you guys. But he was excited. The last time I had a phone call with him, he was talking about the prospects of moving up here and getting some podcast equipment up and together and doing a more professional podcast, him and I. But at the same time, he wasn't in good health. And I said, well, I'd have to see what I could do here. I just moved it. I just signed a lease in this apartment, but it's a moot point now. He just kind of tells something by the tone of his text messages and how bad he said he was feeling a couple of weeks ago when I last texted him. So yeah, I'd have to pull some strings to get him to move in here. What I told him, I just renewed the lease, so I'd have to break the lease. He was in such bad health when I talked to him. He said he can't live on the second floor. I'm on the second floor. I'd have to get a 2-bedroom. And then he wanted to bring the cat, and the cat's an indoor-outdoor, so that another reason you'd have to be on the first floor. So I let him know that, but it's a moot point now. It's because when I texted him again following up after that, I said, "You're in no shape to move." I said, "Go to the hospital, reach out to somebody, Brad, Andrew, to see if they could pull some strings with the cat." I get it, guys. I mean, the cat. I love my cat. I would be the same way. So who the hell knows what happens? We're not going to get any details. Mike T broke me the news, and he's not into social media. I said I'll do a post. So no, I don't know if I have Andrew's number, but I could text Brad. You guys will let him know. Big Lou, I'll probably reach out to him. I think I have his number, but I don't even know whose number I got in the phone. But yeah, Lenny's passed, everybody. So that's the take-home message. I don't even know which day exactly. Sometime recently in the last week. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to get off. I don't. Just wanted to break the news. Poor eloquence, but I don't know what to say. I mean, at least his brother, he was in communication with him, because I think he had to be out of that place by the weekend. That's why he contacted me about possibly coming up here. But there was just so many moving parts, like he said in his last live. I mean, I would have done it, but his condition, how he was going to get here, So, but yeah, like I said, he was checking on me. I mean, he had a good heart. He was worried about me. I had no power. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Just a little stuffy to sleep. But I mean, he was worried about his cat. He didn't want to leave the cat because it was just him and the cat, like he said in that live. But glean what you can from him, people. He had some good messages. He was wacky, but that's why we all loved him. But probably a lot of grief from his mom passing recently too. I mean, that's a lot. You got a heart condition. It is a true, it's a phenomenon, medical thing, broken heart. Who knows if that contributed? But he was in good spirits about the prospects of coming up here and doing a podcast. But then his health just deteriorated. So don't know what else to tell you guys. You could pass it around on Instagram, and I'm sure others will be making videos. But so. He was 54. He turned, I don't know, his birthday, I think, was April 27th. So he just turned 54. Well, I appreciate the thoughts and the condolences. Yeah, Mike T is just devastated. He's shocked. I couldn't believe it. I talked to him for about a half hour. He broke the news to me. So I think, thankfully, I had his number to have him check, because he was like thinking the same thing. I hadn't heard from him. So. But yeah, there'll be never be another person like Lenny, that's for sure. Yeah, Macho Freak. He told me last time I spoke on the phone with him about a month ago, he outlived the doctor's projections at a 20% ejection fraction, as big as he was. And heck, up until a month or two ago, he was biking into the gym, lifting, doing what he could do. So, I mean, it's a testament to the guy. You can't deny him that. But I believe it was a stroke, whatever related to heart failure, possibly a stroke. He was citing brain fog to me in text messages prior to, and a lot of chest pain in his chest. He said he felt worse from the last time he streamed from that hospital. He said he was feeling worse. And I was like, yeah, he didn't want to leave the cat. I get it. But I told him, you got to get checked in. I don't know. The details we're never going to know, because he was pretty much there by himself. So. Oh, man. But he was 54, Michael. No, Andrew and Brad don't know. Mike T and I were the first to know. Now you guys know. Now everybody will find out. But Lenny would want this. It's fitting that I break the news. Mike T and I knew him the longest. We were his training partners. So, well, that's all I got, guys. I'm gonna check out. So, yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen with the cat. I hope it just, I hope it doesn't go to a kill shelter. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I don't speak to the brother, so we're not gonna find out anything, I would imagine. That's it, maniacs. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but guys, take care. Crazy times too with everything going on. But I'll do a live, shortly, maybe in a week or so. I don't know what to say. But yeah, if I find out anything else, which I doubt I will, just because all the information is so spotty as it is. Because I don't know any of his neighbors. Obviously, his mother's passed. He was estranged from his father. I don't. Sisters in a group home. I don't really. Yeah, me and Mike T. That's it. It's the only communication line. I found out a couple hours ago, but I don't know when exactly. What was the cause? Kind of have an idea. Yeah, I mean, live up to his name. I mean, I don't know, Danny. I don't know if Mike T and I don't know if he was released and passed away. If he had a stroke and he was in there alone, they have the golden minutes where if you don't get to somebody in time, that's it. So I don't know. I don't know if he passed away in the townhouse, went to the hospital. We don't know. Just know that he's gone. John from Oakmont, I don't know. He wouldn't know any more than I do. He maybe was communicating with him, but the same thing, communication falls off. I don't know who found him. I think Mike T said something about the paramedics coming in. Maybe after the fact, he could have passed already. I don't know. No, that hurricane wasn't even bad in that area. It hit more West Coast. Mike T said it wasn't even bad. The sun is shining. I got worse hurricane from Helene, and I'm in the inland than they got from that storm. Thankfully, thank God. So, yeah, it's legit. Mike T heard it from the guard shack. They wouldn't lie about that. We haven't heard from them. But I don't know. I mean, anyways, got some stuff to do. So appreciate you guys joining in. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. Or hell, you may hear something before me. I don't know. But that's it. Go do something intense for Big Lenny when you get the chance. That's all I could say. And take care. And God bless everyone.